Yo, what's good, everybody? Another Beers with Barton. It is Tuesday, September 5th, 2023. Hope everyone enjoyed their Labor Day, spent the extra long weekend with friends, family, doing something fun, and then back to today, which was the Mondayest Tuesday ever. But at least tomorrow's Wednesday. So, well, we're in September, so you know what that means. NFL season is right around the corner. It's actually 2 days away when the Kansas City Chiefs and Detroit Lions kick off the 2023 NFL season. So, excuse me, with the NFL season 2 days away, that means fantasy draft time is just about wrapping up. And that means tonight, in about 40 minutes, I'll be making my 8th and final fantasy draft of 2023. Now, I know 8 sounds like a lot, but 2 years ago I had 12, and last year I had 10. So I'm actually doing better. And I also do a couple different types of leagues. I've got 3 dynasty leagues. One is a very different, unique one where you have defensive players, offensive line. You have contract years. It's very intense. You have like 60 players. Very detailed, like nothing I've ever done. This is my 3rd year doing that. And I have another dynasty league, and this one is just offensive players. And it was a startup last year, so you just draft everybody, and then years after that, you're only drafting rookies, because in a dynasty league, you keep all your players unless you drop them, trade them, or they retire. And I got talked into another dynasty league with some buddies this year, but I did get worst best friend to do it. So we did the started Saturday, and it ended yesterday evening. But it's called a slow draft, so there's no time or like 2 hours between each pick, so it just takes a couple days. So finished up that one. So those are the ones that I'll be in for a while. And then this weekend I also did a keeper league. A little bit different than Dynasty. This one it's like an auction style. So you have a certain salary cap. You bid on players and buy them. And then throughout the year, if they score points, their price goes up to keep next year. You can always keep them as long as you're under a salary cap, or you can drop them. You trade them. And then they can be, rebid on next year. So those are kind of the different style ones. Then I have what we call redraft leagues, where you're just drafting a new team every year. I do 3 of those. 2 of the 3, we do have one keeper that you get to keep. So you get to keep one player. So if I drafted, like last year, I drafted Trey Lance in the 15th round. I could have kept him this year for the 15th round. Didn't, obviously. So that type of stuff, and then one where it's Jessica does it, it's with our friends in the neighborhood, and it's just completely redraft. And then tonight is a completely different one. It's called a guillotine. There's 18 teams, which is insane. I'm the 15th pick, which is the best number. You have 8 starters, and you have 4 on the bench, so a lot smaller rosters. And what you do is you draft, and then you're not playing anyone at all. You just do not want to be the lowest score that week. So week 1, there's 18 teams. If you score the 18th lowest points, you're done. Your season's over. Your league's done, and all your players go back on the waiver wire, and then all the other teams have a budget that they can bid on. So this one's pretty unique. I think this is my 4th year, and I've done pretty well overall. Last year, I think I finished 4th, so right out of the money. Year before, I think I was 5th or 6th, and year before that, I was maybe like 8th or something like that. So anyways, I've never been the first one out. Don't plan on it. So that one's kicking off here. Worst best friends in that too. So 8th and final one, wrap it up. A lot of different types, like the dynasty ones. You spend a lot of time in the off season, a lot of trades. You do rookie drafts right after NFL drafts. Those are kind of fun. And then the redraft ones are the redraft ones. But so we're going to celebrate the end of fantasy draft season and the beginning of the real NFL season. So my buddy Danny Dimes hooked me up with this Clown IPA. And I thought this was appropriate because I guess I'm kind of an ass clown with all these leagues I'm in. At least that's what Jess says. So, says, hey, ignite your sense with a taste of dedication. This is just an IPA. It says, drink one, don't be one. It's 6.7. It's here in Cornelius, which is about 20 minutes north of me. So, I've had this for a couple weeks, and I thought tonight would be appropriate to, ooh, that's a foamer. I'll let that sit for a second. So, tonight would be appropriate to have the Ass Clown beer, and finish up the fantasy. I got my bourbon ready. I already cooked dinner. Michaela's at dance right now. Jess and I dropped her off. I dropped her off. We met, worked out. I came home, fed Potter, cooked dinner, and I'm getting myself ready for my draft here, and then we'll eat when they get home and my draft's over. They'll be home in about an hour or so. But anyways, all right, everybody. This one's really foamy, so we're gonna have to do this in a couple one. It cracked and it was extra foamy. Potter says hi. Let me turn this one on. Potter, thank you, buddy. Thank you, buddy. Potter. All right, guys. It's a little bit better. Pour is a little bit of foam. This one is extra foamy. I don't know what's going on with this. Anywho, all right, we're almost through it. Maybe let this one sit a little bit too long. All right, cheers to the Ass Clown. I guess that's me. Fantasy football draft number 8 and final tonight. Cheers, Danny Nine. Thanks for hooking me up. It's actually got a little citrusy in it. I'll get rid of this foam. It's not bad. A little citrusy. I think maybe I let it sit a little bit too long. Maybe some of the hops. All right, cheers, everybody. That's it. Drink one, don't be one. Fantasy football season. Drafts are ending tonight, but that means the real season's starting. And so is managing all these teams. Until next time, eazzzzy.